What's going on, everybody? This is Trey, and this is Real Talk TV, and this is my first topic: choosing colleges. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna be talking about junior college, talking about Division threes, NAIAs, Division twos, Division one AA's, and Division one. Everyone is different. Even getting into schools are all different. But I'm gonna give you some scenarios on how everything works, and any links and everything I'm talking about will be put in the description below. You can go ahead and hit that part up. It'll take you to anywhere that I talk about, so you also see it and download anything or register. So, what do I need to do to get into a junior college? All you have to do to get into a junior college is graduate high school. Go register at the school, get into 12 units, and play in the preferred sport you want to play in. The thing is, most people believe that you have to stay 2 years at a junior college. You do not. If you can meet all requirements and transferable units like you're supposed to in English, math, science, and history, you can transfer after 1 year of playing a sport at a junior college. So, how do I get into this Division III NAIA school? It's pretty simple, which with all of them, you have to graduate high school. On the ACT, you can get a minimum of 18, or the SAT, you can get an 860 score. You have to have at least a 2.0 out of a 4.0 scale, which is most of the time all of them. And you have to graduate top half of your graduating class. All you gotta do is meet 2 out of the 3, and you can get into Division III or NAIA. So what is the requirements of Division II? Pretty simple as well. Graduate high school, and these are the core classes you have to have. There's 16 core courses you have to be able to go to Division II to play a sport. And these are what it is. This is how it breaks down, and this is just it. 3 years of English, gotta have it. 2 years of mathematics, algebra 1 or higher. Most people think that, oh, I take 2 years of math and I'm good. No, you have to pass at least algebra 1 or higher to get there. So you can't take all those other math classes, and if it's not going to be algebra 1 or higher. 2 years of a natural or physical science with 1 year lab if your school has it. Most schools nowadays have a lab, which is be like a chemistry or something like that you actually do. So you're going to need at least 2 years of science. One of those have to be a lab if your school has it. If it doesn't, then you need to have 2 years. You need 3 years of additional English, mathematics, or natural science, whatever. So as you can tell, English only had 3 years, but you can take an additional year. Mathematics only had 2 years, but you can take an additional year. Physical science or natural science only had 2 years, but you can take an additional year to help out with that. You need to have 2 years of a social science. And the last one is 4 years of any additional courses from any of the above areas in a foreign language or a religion or philosophy. Sounds kind of crazy and mucky, but it really isn't, because they all overlap one another. Those are your core classes that you need, and the more you are in those classes, the higher your grades you can get. Also, that also allows you to get college credits on the next level. See, so it also actually is good to have more than the required amount of time in those classes. Last but not least, Division 1A, AA, and Division 1. These are the same. They don't change any. Like I said, it's all about where you want to go and how you get there. This is what I'm trying to help you with. Division 1, 16 core courses as followed. 4 years of English. You need 3 years of math, algebra 1 or higher. 2 years of a natural science. 1 year needs to be a lab, just like Division 2. Didn't really change as much, but you still gotta have it. 1 year additional of English, mathematics, and natural science. Technically, if you take 4 years of your English, you don't need an additional year. And if you take the 3 years like you're supposed to, you're not going to need an extra year. Taking the 4th would actually help you out, though. 2 years of a social science and 4 years of any additional courses. Again, a foreign language, a philosophy, a religion. So they're not too much off from each other with Division 1 and Division 2, but it's just that Division 1 you're taking all those classes an extra year compared to Division 2. The analogy being the big fish in a small pond, or being the guppy in the ocean. In other words, some of y'all gonna be able to go to the Division 1 level, maybe Division 1 AA, but at the end, when you get there, you find out it's really not for you, or it's just the speed levels are not up there to you, whatever it may be. The school is not what you wanted to do, and you go down to another level. The best thing is, though, you already know what you qualified for. So if you can go to that level, you know you can go down a level and without a problem. You don't look at no differently because you play Division 1 or Division 2 or Division 3 or whatever it may be, because you're going there for school. That's the whole reason you're doing all this stuff. You're running around trying to get scholarships. You're running around getting your SAT scores and your transcript sent off to this place and that place. You're doing all this for school. We have to get out the mindset to believe that it's okay to excel out there playing a sport, but you can be mediocre in the classroom. If we get out of that mindset and make them excel in the classroom and be excel out there in any sport that you play, we wouldn't have so many problems with this going on. So many parents are upset because coaches don't get their kid. You don't get the kid to the big school. Newsflash: if your kid ain't taking care of him in the classroom, no big school gonna mess with him anyways. They have to be student, then athlete. You have to meet all requirements to get into a school. If you are not deemed eligible to even enroll into the school, that's not a coach's fault. Your kid can have all the stats in the world, but if he's not taking care of it, he or she not taking care of it in the classroom, then this is what happens. A coach's job is to coach. It is not to get your child recruited. That's the truth of the whole reality of this whole situation. A coach's job is to coach the game and teach them the fundamentals of it. It is not to get them recruited. So, I'm wrapping it up a little bit here, but this whole college recruiting thing, choosing schools and everything, it can be difficult. It's really hard. I understand that. It can be. But having tools going into it, you understand a little bit more, it makes it a lot easier. So, in all, you got to make sure that they're taking care of the classroom first. The more they take care of that, the smoother this goes. The higher the grade point average, the less you got to score on those tests, ACT or SAT. Don't have a preference for either one, just take them.